All right, let's go over this exit ticket from Friday. Number 1 says a model house has a scale of 1 inch to 10 feet. If the model house is 2 inches tall, then how tall is the real house? So let's get started with the words we're going to use. We're going to use inches and feet. So I'm going to put right here, I'm going to show my work. I have inches and feet. So the two that go together are these two right here. So 1 inch and 10 feet. And then if I look at the other thing, it tells me that it's 2 inches. So I make sure it's in the correct line. So we have 2 here, and then my X is in that spot. So we're going to multiply the numbers that are across from each other. 2 times 10 is 20. And I divide by the other number. So 20 divided by 1 is just 20. So the answer should have been A. All right, number 2. If a 3-foot tall globe casts a 4-foot long shadow. So this both have, question both has the unit feet, but one is talking about a shadow and one is talking about the actual object. So I'm going to use the word object and shadow. That's how I'm going to tell the difference between the 2 feet. So the first one is the object is a globe, so that's 3 feet, and the shadow, if you look right here, is 4 feet. So if I continue reading the question, then how long is the shadow? So I don't know that. So shadow is going to be X, and it's a 6-foot tall woman. So the woman, the object, is 6 feet tall. So now we multiply the things that are across from each other. 6 times 4 is 24. Divide by the number that's left. 24 divided by 3 gives us 8 feet. Number 3. Number 3 says Markel was looking at a map with a scale indicator showing 1 inch equals 3 miles. Markel measures 3 1/8 inches between his house and his aunt's house on the map. What is the correct proportion for solving this problem? So the way I solve these is I go ahead and set it up however I would solve it. So I'm using inches and miles. So I have inch over miles, and it's a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to put these as decimals. 0.5 over 3 miles. And on the other side, it gives me 3 1/8 inches. If you don't know what that is, you can type it into your calculator. I know it's 3.125 over X miles. So I would go ahead and actually solve this completely. So I would multiply 3 times 3.125. So I type in my calculator, 3 times 3.125, and it gives me 9.375. Then I'm going to divide by whatever's left, and the number that's left is 0.5. So divided by 0.5. And I get an answer of 18.75. So I'm looking for a proportion that'll give me an answer of 18.75. So I come over here and I can look at these and say, okay, I know I multiplied 3 times 3.125. I can also check that way. The diagonals here are 8 and 1, and that is absolutely not my diagonal. So it's not A. If I look at B, my diagonals are 0.5 and 3.125. So if I don't know, I can type this in my calculator and see if I get the correct answer. So I come over and I have 0.5 times 3.125. And then I'm going to take that and divide by what's left, which is 3. So answer divided by 3 does not give me 18.75. So I know the answer is not B. When I look at C, my diagonals are 3 and 3.125, which is exactly what I had, and the number left over is 0.5. So I know that is what I did. If I type it in, I'm going to get the same answer because it's the same numbers. And then D, the diagonals here are 0.5 and 3.125. That is not what my diagonals were. And they would have you dividing by this, which is not what we did. All right, so that's the exit ticket. Thank you.